What would you say to somebody that is considering outsourcing? Now, first of all within your industry, and then just in general.
Okay. This actually applies to both. Have a strategic plan for how you want to implement an outsourced solution and know the tasks for what you want that person to do.
Yes.
So you need to have a job description and you need to think about the tasks that you actually want them to do. And then you need to think about how you're going to communicate those tasks and report back on them. So I would work with the team in Australia to make sure that your technology is up to scratch on that.
Yes. Really,
really important that your technology is up to scratch, because if it's not, it'll just impede the communication process. So having that strategic plan is really important. And then keep an open mind.
Yes.
Be constantly talking with your staff member, be constantly getting feedback to see where, and watching to see whether there's a gap in your system, or whether there's a gap in their knowledge.
Yes.
Or whether there's a gap in just their experience. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really, really valuable information, because like I've always said, the importance of keeping those communication channels flowing all the time, embracing the technology, and really, I guess it's like we spoke about beforehand, limitations and opportunities. Outsourcing in so many ways is like an opportunity for you to grow and expand, and like you said, fill those holes in your business. So to really be aware of the way that you've been doing business historically, like you said, if you're a paper-driven and fact-driven, and then what the opportunity is, and then looking at ways you can embrace it. Because, I haven't met very many people that like change, but change in business and survival in business comes as a result of, being able to take that plunge and make the change.
The other thing to bear in mind, I think, is just to understand what it is that your VA actually sees. So to work with the technology that they will be working with, because they're in a paperless office.
Yes.
And they don't have a printer.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, so if you're accustomed to seeing things in a particular way or doing things in a particular way, you need to understand that they won't have access for that, and the reason for that is because it's a more secure environment. If you have loose paper, that's something that can be removed.
Yes.
If it's all done on screen, it's not something that can be removed. So it's understanding those things is really important, because when you ask somebody to do a particular task, if you assume that they have the same view on their screen as what you have, or they have the same accessibility to information that you have, and they don't, then you're asking them to do something that they can't do. So it's really important to understand what technology they have at their disposal to do the tasks that you've asked them to do.
Yes.